Hey guys, Nick Kozak here. Today we're going to be talking about the high prices of hockey in Canada. I feel this is a great issue that should be discussed and should be dealt with a great many of people who have the power to do so, because it's insane with the prices how they're going up. It keeps going up, and I feel really bad for the parents, so yeah, let's begin. So first you got the high equipment costs, right? Sure, you may want to have the top-of-the-line stick or the top-of-the-line equipment, but it's not necessary. Elbow pads alone cost $200. The top-of-the-line skates, the ones that pros use, or even the lower end, the second highest, is $800, $700 to $800 in that price range. Then you also got the hockey sticks, which are $340 as of today, without any tax. Now, before that, I mean, 3-4 years ago, it was $300 somewhere in there, $310. So it went up $30 to $40 in about 4 years. In another 4 years, will it go up another $30 to $40? My best bet is yes, because companies, they're trying to maximize their profits. They spend a lot of money on research and development. Like Bauer alone spends $15 million each and every year. They have to make up for these costs, right? But charging that much amount of money for equipment or a hockey stick is insane, right? They literally add on another 150% of what it originally cost to make for the hockey stick. So say it costs, I think it's like 30 to 50 US dollars, somewhere in there, to make the hockey sticks into what they are. They buy them in bulk overseas, because usually they make them in Mexico. I know Easton used to make them in Mexico, I don't know about now, but the rest of them make them all in China, right? So they buy them in bulk overseas, and then they charge 150% of what they originally were. Now, that's 150%. That's quite a big profit margin there. You know, if they know what they're doing, in my opinion, companies are just looking to make their own profits now. They're not doing it to help out the kids to what they should be. What I mean by helping out the kids is, I mean price point. Almost all the hockey companies out there, they make their equipment flawlessly. They're literally they protect you terrifically, right? Even if you're at the lower end model, they still protect you with great ease. Like there's nothing wrong with them. But for charging 150% of what it takes to make a stick, that's insane to me. I feel like that should be discussed with them, and someone should do something about it. That's all I gotta say. Like, it's just, when I have kids, I'm worried about what's the price of a hockey stick going to cost, $600 or something, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it keeps going up and up, and equipment's a big part of that. And another thing that's a big part of that is also rink or arena costs. Originally, like say a minor hockey team, it would be $50, maybe $100. Now it's gone up to seven times that original price. In Toronto, I know this is true because it was on CTV News's website, but that's still insane. Like, for any other place in Canada, it's still going up too. It's not just Toronto. That was the example that they gave, because I remember when I used to play hockey, it used to go up from maybe $100, maybe $110. Now it's up to $150. It might go up to $180 sometimes, which is insane. Like, I can't believe how much that would cost. Like, that's just for 1 hour of ice. Or if it's a game, it's an hour and a half, and it's split between both teams, right? That's just like, what the hell are they doing? Like, I know they're trying to make their own money, but you don't need to charge that much money just to make that big of a buck. Like, it's insane. Like, it's just, I don't understand. But yeah, as I mentioned in Toronto, an hour of city-owned ice costs $170. That is up 8% from last season. Private ice in St. John's, now we're talking about the East Coast here, is $200 an hour. And at times, in Toronto, we're going back there, it's $270. So let's just get this straight. An hour of city-owned ice in Toronto costs $170, which is up 8%. But then sometimes it's around $270, another $100 increase. That's insane, right? But this is taking into account the influx of private rinks is caused by to take care of the arena shortage. But you shouldn't be charging $270, right? That's insane. What else? There's also travel costs. Travel costs are now a big thing. You know, that adds another like maybe $2,000 to the team's budget. Let's say 17, 15, whatever. That's still another $150 to $200, right, per person. That's still a lot of money. Plus, then you also got to take into account your summer stuff you do in the summer. Like there's hockey academies that charge $40,000, and they claim that you're going to be like a way better player, but you're not. You can do stuff at home too. I know from first-hand experience. You can do all that stuff at home for free, or pay like $5, create your own shooting pad with a piece of plywood, buy your net, put up your own shooting targets, go on YouTube, do all the necessary training that you need to do, watch how the pros do it, stuff like that. That's what I did. It worked for me. I was a pretty successful hockey player. You know, I'm not going to the NHL or anything. At least I don't think I am. But yeah, just those little things. You got to do it yourself. But paying $40,000 or begging your parents to pay $40,000 or $2,000, $3,000 alone in the summertime, that's insane, because then that adds up to around like maybe $10,000 of the year in a year for your hockey, which if you have a 10-year career, which is kind of on average, that's $100,000 that your parents paid for you, and it's just that money could have went somewhere else. You know, like hockey's a fun game and everything, but there are other sports to play. For example, in Canada, the #1 demand for sports is in fact soccer. There's nothing wrong with soccer. It still teaches you to become competitive and to win and to have a team and to communicate and all that fun stuff. You can still have fun in soccer. There's nothing wrong. I used to play soccer, but then hockey became too much of a thing. It was my life, right? So there's other demands for sports in Canada. The second one is swimming. Swimming is the cheapest activity that you can put your kid in or you can join. It is literally the highest activity to join in Canada, with 40% of parents wanting to enroll their kid in swimming this year. And the average swimming cost that you spend is less than $200. It's $193. Where soccer is $250 on average, which is not bad at all. That's for the season, that's for jerseys, that's for everything. You may need to go out and buy cleats, but if you want to go expensive cleats, go and buy expensive cleats. You know, like the most cleats are, I'm pretty sure, is like maybe $100, $150, maybe $200 tops. That's my guesstimate, I'll call it. That being said, there is a 25% chance that parents are going to put their kids in to play. Now let's look at hockey. Hockey only has a 15% chance of children being enrolled in this year. The average anticipated spend on hockey is $755. That's $600 more than swimming. That's $500 more than soccer. And for what? Like, that might be... It doesn't explicitly say this is going to be like registration costs. $755 might be for registration, but then you've got to take into account equipment, right? Travel costs, whatever else. Because you might have travel costs on top of the $755 that you don't know about at registration, right? You gotta, it's increasingly going up, increasingly every single year, increasing on an exponential rate. and something needs to be done about it. Like, for instance, Jumpstart now has finally given kids a sporting chance. That's what slowly. Canadian Tire, Mark's Work Wearhouse, Sport Check, those three are now together. So they all support Jumpstart because they're run by the same company who does support Jumpstart. So next time you're literally at one of those locations, if you're a Canadian, just donate. It's only $2 more than what you're originally paying. I know you work hard for your money and everything, but it's such a tremendous issue that kids can't play the sports that they want. So just go out there and do it, because 1 in 3 kids in Canada cannot play sports. That is including hockey. That's not just specifically for hockey though. It's out of all the sports and activities, it's 1 out of 3 kids cannot play. So the next time you're there at any location, Sport Check, Mark's Work Wearhouse, or Canadian Tire, go out there and just donate. That's all I'm saying, really. Like, next time I'm there, I know I will donate. I promise. I'll pinky promise to whoever watches this video, I will. Yeah, I just think it's a tremendous issue and needs to be taken care of. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye-bye.